So I felt bad that I didn't record the actual entire snow effect of what you can do with salts and watercolor paint. So I'm just giving you guys a quick rundown on everything to do with that. With it, I am using the Mead Watercolor Cold Press 100% cotton paper. I actually got this really cool sample pack from Angela Clark Fine Art because it just has a cute little arrangement of little ones to try. And that way you can practice with the paper of what you like and decide then what size pad of paper that you usually do. I love their big watercolor pads because it just makes it so much easier. The water stays on the paper, it doesn't bow up and everything else like some of the other paper. But it each their own. I actually like hard press paper better because it's smoother, but cold press has its advantages too of being able to create more textures and everything with it. Anyway, going off topic here. I have changed mine over to the smooth side and I've also used the masking tape. And as I have said in the past, I cannot draw a straight line for the life of me. As you can see, I cannot tape a straight line, but it doesn't matter because we're just practicing and borders usually don't matter when it comes to it because you can cover it over with a mat. Anyway, with salt, it is amazing because it can actually push the pigments of the paint away and make a really cool snow, or you can do any kind of background really you want to it. You can add water droplets to it to make it spread out even more in the long run, or you can just leave it exactly how it is. But you just want to make sure you always let it dry. With it, sea salt is my preferred. I like the grinder one because then I can just grind it up finely, sprinkle it over it, and let it dry. I do have table salt, but I don't normally use it. So I bought a really big one that was like 85 cents. But again, I don't have normal salt and pepper shakers. So don't make fun of me, but I put it in a little old miniature cupcake mini pan. Uh, Whatever those are called. I'm not fancy at all, but that way I just have it. So you'll see what sea salt and table salt does different because they do react differently. Now, coming up in the future, I do plan to actually swatch all of my colors with salt and without salt. So that way I know what effects I want because I can see it giving really cool nature vibes, not just snow, depending on what color you have. If there's a particular color you really want to see, I have the entire 96 set of the Meeden that we can play with. I'm limited on my Daniel Smith pigments, but seriously, if there's one you want to see right off the bat to just know, give me a shout out, drop a comment because that way we can play with it first. And then I'm not spending mind numbingly, just minutes on here wasting your time swatching every freaking color because yes, it's amazing, but it takes forever. So anyway, back to it. The easy way to make snow effect is you just take water. I'm taking the biggest brush that I have for the Meeden paint. Whoa, shit, that already had blue on it. Oh my gosh, I swear. I thought I cleaned my brushes. It's okay. It's all right. We're gonna clean it now, and then we're just gonna, kind of brush that off and take a Viva paper towel. Um, Always want to use Viva. That way it doesn't use the pattern of the paper towel on it. Look at that. See, like it never happened. Water is the best eraser when it comes to doing watercolors. Oh my gosh. My husband and I used to be pampered chef consultants, so we always used to say we're pampered, not perfect. And that seems to be my like go-to saying for it. Anyway, so you want to go across the paper, just really, really, really wet, saturate it, make that paper super glossy. That way the paint can just absorb into it everywhere. Put that down a little bit. Now, I love to use cerulean blue. As you can see, it's quite divoted and messy here. It just gives that really cool vibe with winter. Now, I do mine in a wavy type look because that way it gives it a kind of a cloud or an ocean vibe. Because if you do this, you're going to have streaks. So just go back and forth, wavy, wavy, wavy. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if there's white spots, doesn't matter anything because it's just having fun and making a background. This is not going to be the focal point. This is just going along with the vibe. Now, if you want it a little darker, just go back in, add some more. But then here comes the easy peasy fun part. After I clean my brush real quick, because then I won't have blue on whatever project I do next. I promise. I usually always clean them immediately, but camera issues decided otherwise. Now I am going to wipe off some of this just so it doesn't dry awkwardly on my board here. And this is just a board that I got. It's chalkboard. Um, yeah, I think it's chalkboard panel or something at Dollar Tree, 25. Best freaking thing to tape watercolor down to because you can just move it. Now I've already ground up some. Here, I'll just do it for the effect though. Hey, we're grinding. There's that pampered, not perfect part, right? And then I just put some into the lid and then put some in my hand. And we're going to do it on the top one that I didn't get much salt and just sprinkle it. And you already see immediately where it's dropped. So it's really cool because then you can, like, if you want more effect or whatever with it in the long run, you can add a snowstorm in the corner and just have a little bit on the sides. It's all on what your preference is. And now you want to make sure you let it dry. Don't push it with the heater. It's going to cause it to bow up and just look odd. Let it be natural. Let it take its time. Now, with that really, really dark spot, I'm going to put a whole bunch down here because I'm just curious what it's going to do. And another good thing about taping it on a board versus your easel, mine has a silicone mat on it, so the tape doesn't stick to it very well anyway. But this way, you can just take it right to the trash can after it's dry, and we're going to wipe off the salt. And then we take the table salt and my little cupcake liner here, whoop, and then sprinkle it, or as I already did, apparently dumping it. But you'll notice that salt versus the table salt, these are a lot more like pinpoint dots. Kind of looks like I looked under a microscope for this one, and this one's just, I mean, basically they both do, but um, I'm actually gonna leave this going so you can kind of watch what happens. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in on it so you can see how much it does tend to grow from there. But I'll be right back because I need to go brush off my hand. Okay, I don't know if that was zoomed in enough. I did have to pause the video and come back, so it's already drying a little bit more, but you can still see how wet and glossy it is. But you can see how the pigment is actually already moving. So I just think it's badass. It's amazing what you can do. I'm not gonna try pepper. I mean, salt already was like a mind-blowing thing to me of like, really, okay, I'm gonna bring salt into my art space, but hey, it comes out pretty cool. So I'm not sure 100% how long this is gonna take because it is not very humid today in Florida. Usually everything that I do when it comes to watercolor dries like that. But today, it's like, you know what? We're just gonna sit here and soak. So I don't know if you want to just watch that because it's literally watching paint dry, which honestly isn't usually very entertaining. So I'm gonna pause the video, but I'm going to put a timer so I see how long it actually does take for this to completely dry and safe enough to remove the salt from there. So we'll see what happens in a little bit. Okay, so I just wanted to pop on real quick because with not even a few minutes in, like, look at this. This is just coming alive. So honestly, it's kind of crazy. The table salt is making more of the effect than the other. So I'm wondering if it's based on the amount of water for the table salt versus the sea salt. But again, that's the crazy part about it. I mean, you can just keep playing with it, and every single time it's going to come out different, just like a snowflake. There's not one that is identical to any other one out there in the world. So it's going to be the same way. So when it comes to swatching, I'm really going to have to be very detailed on how much water, how much pigment, and just see where it goes from there. I'm actually surprised this right here has not blown up more with the pushing of the snowflake. So I want to try something real quick because I mean, why not? We're just playing around here. I have this little dropper of water. Again, Dollar Tree, you know, it's here, it's there. Why not try it? Um, let's see if we can kind of push it. Just adding another drop and see if it goes anywhere or if it's just gonna like whoop. I don't know. We'll find out. But seriously, this is going crazy. It's like that just, microscope of snowflakes just went having fun with itself right now. It could be the glare from the light, but still, you can tell how super glossy that is. It's still got a long time to dry. And also because I keep showing them off, I gotta give props to my friend that is an amazing nail artist. She did adorable snowflakes and polar bears, which inspired me to start doing all of this too. We saw the design, I think, on Pinterest, and then we decided to go really crazy with it. But they're color changing, so when I get really cold, you can kind of see it right there. It's starting to change a little bit. These will be dark, dark blue when I get cold, which I don't know if it'll work with this cold water. I'll try it real quick. I mean, why not? I'm just sitting here. I'm treating this like it's a live video. It's not. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Hold on a second. All right. So see how it changes the dark blue on the edges? But yeah, when the temperatures start really dropping here, those just dark, dark blue. So it gives a really cool icy snow effect. So, I'm just matching my paintings for the theme as we go. And seriously, this just keeps going. Look at it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love not touching something because I am not a patient person at all. So to watch this in the way it's going is actually very not re I can't say it's exhilarating because it's not, but, I need to be doing probably other things, but right now, this is my time to take and be calm and just watch how this is gonna come up. So that it's not doing anything. Hmm. I'm gonna add some more salt because why not? I know I'm kind of messing with the aspect of it, but it's super wet, so it's gonna still have I'm just gonna go straight, not sprinkling it off my hand. Just go with the bigger pieces right from the cap. We'll see what happens. All right. Stay tuned for more, which isn't going to be long for you because I'm going to pause the video and then when you come back, it's going to be like, wow. So, anyway, here we go. All right, guys. So, about 20 minutes has passed by and it still wasn't dry. So, remember how I said don't use a heat gun? I did. Um, it basically, it was all the way what it was going to be. I'm just using this little My Life, I believe is what they're called, Amazon little heat gun for I think it's called for stamping and embossing, but it's great for drying watercolors. What I noticed is that the salt really wasn't moving anymore, but the water was still very, very saturated. So I used way too much water, which is what happened here. But I think it's hilarious that where I put the dropper, it didn't really move it, but yet all of this kind of looks like a wind blown effect. Um, Honestly, I can't believe I'm saying it. I told you I was team sea salt, but now I am like team table salt on this one. I'm gonna brush it off real quick and come back so you can see that way you don't have all those little whoa, that it was blown out. I apologize. Um, you don't want all of that because you don't want that mixing in with the rest of the paint that you're gonna add later on. So just be right back. All right, so here we have it, guys. This is without the salt on it. So you can see that it left all the nice little puffs of snow coming down. This one created a winter storm that was going by. That way you can, I mean, it's kind of cool. You can play with it. You could move it this way and make it you can change between horizontal and vertical pictures, go upside down. Each of them has, like this one, actually be really cool just to kind of go ahead and do watercolor markers and just kind of fill it in and make your own snowflake because each of them are kind of making their own little vibe. But really, have fun with salt. Seriously, it's freaking amazing. I am going to try a lot more. I'm going to try different techniques of the really, really wet washing, maybe just a little bit of water. But yeah, I definitely am now team table salt again because this one came out badass. I really like it a lot. Let me know what you think. I know this isn't the greatest example. It's just a quick little thing for it. But yeah, let's have fun with it. Again, comment below what you would like me to try, what colors you like, what mediums you like. I'm curious if ink tints will react to salt. I have not tried that yet. So that is another trial I will be doing because ink tints is one of my absolute favorites. Again, thank you for your support. I really appreciate you guys. I'm just getting started with all of this, but I plan to go big and involve you guys in a lot of different things. Maiden is the one thing I have most in stock because of Clark Fine Art. I just want to make sure that you guys follow her too. She's an incredible watercolor artist. She got me on track to all of this. I would not even be on a watercolor journey if it was not for her. And I won this prize pack from her. And also, I think a giveaway that a member of hers named Rob did, that he's also a member of mine. Huge supporter. Thank you, Rob. And yeah, I just want to thank you guys again, connecting, have fun. do silly stuff like this. Sorry if I'm rambling. Again, that's just who I am. And make sure you like, support, comment, head over to my Discord channel, and make sure you connect. The link will be below, and we'll see you next time. All right, guys. I think the next project I'm going to try to finish actually is a shoebill stork with pan pastel and colored pencils. So stay tuned, or I might start a whole other project on a cheetah because I can't decide. Who else is in that same boat with me of which project to either finish or jump into another one? All right, guys. Till next time. Thank you again. Bye bye.